Moving to Colorado to save their children.
We first told you about the Reed family in March, hoping for a miracle cure for their son's seizures, but that cure is derived from marijuana.
As the Reeds pack up this week, New at 10 Jenna Hanchard traveled to Colorado herself to see the drug thousands of families call a miracle.
This is it for the Reed family. Their house is practically empty. Their bags are packed. And these boxes right here represent the 600-mile journey they're about to take to get treatment for their son that they can't get anywhere in Kansas City right now. Charlotte's Web.
1, 2.
About 2.5 years ago, Sydney Unick from Gladstone, Missouri couldn't even laugh without having a seizure.
She's missed out on over half of her childhood having seizures. Can you get it to your mouth?
Home video of Sydney shows the impact of Doza syndrome, a rare form of epilepsy that in this 10-year-old would cause up to 125 seizures every hour.
Sydney.
Her mother, Holly, says the FDA-approved drugs didn't work.
You gonna sit up?
And left Sydney depressed, weak, and confined to a helmet. Then they found Charlotte's Web.
Stay right there, don't move, bug.
An oil synthesized from a strain of marijuana. It's a remedy that's cut her seizures by more than half.
Okay, sit up.
With no apparent side effects. But to get this oil, they had to move to colorful Colorado, where marijuana is plentiful and legal. There are more than 100 families known as marijuana refugees who've moved from across the country to see if this plant can help their children.
I've been here for 2 weeks and it's like home already.
The Morleys moved from North Carolina with their 6-year-old daughter, Mia.
She's way more alert, more engaged, eye contact's better, seizures are better.
But the story of Charlotte's Web begins with this bright-eyed girl named Charlotte and her mother, Paige Figge.
We had nothing else to try. She was dying. She was going to die.
Paige stumbled into the Stanley brothers 2.5 years ago. They've created a special strain of cannabis that is low in THC, the psychoactive ingredient known to get people high. The Charlotte's Web plant is abundant in CBD, or cannabidiol, which has a calming effect on the brain.
This is Charlotte's Web.
Paige asked the Stanley brothers to turn the plant into medicine for her child.
So we soak it in alcohol and then we strain all the plant material out. We're left with something like that green solution over there.
The oil is then sold to families through their nonprofit organization, Realm of Caring.
To have people coming in and legitimizing this and their children are seeing the same results as Charlotte, it is, I can't even put it into words.
It takes about 6 months to grow Charlotte's Web and turn it into an oil. It's an organic process that takes time, leaving more than 6,000 families across the country on a wait list. But once the families arrive in Colorado, they're guaranteed a lifetime supply of Charlotte's Web.
But some doctors say calling Charlotte's Web a medicine is going too far.
The products are artisanally made. They are not always consistent in their properties.
Dr. Amy Brooks-Kayal says her office has seen about 50 children in Colorado using Charlotte's Web or some kind of cannabis oil. She claims only 25% have had an actual reduction in seizures.
We have absolutely no information about safety for children, either short-term or long-term.
Clinical studies using cannabis oil are just emerging in the U.S., and states across the country are beginning to turn green, either legalizing medical marijuana or, like Missouri, giving cannabis oil a chance.
We're not saying that this is the answer for everyone, but it is a solution for a lot of people. The long-term effects, I don't know, but we do know that it is a solution and it is stopping seizures, just anecdotally.
Make her sit down, hold her.
And those anecdotes, those stories of success have traveled to families across state lines. Families who say cannabis is saving their children.
This is very real for these families. This is our reality, and this is really working, and it's amazing.
Reporting from Colorado,
She loved it.
Jenna Hanchard, 41 Action News.
Now, to find out how much families spend on this drug and how much is being made off Charlotte's Web, head to our website, kshb.com.